Good morning from Sweden. I hope you are well. So this is the 5th of April 2026 and the I Ching reading reflection for today. My name is Hannah. So we're starting by rooting into the present moment, leaving the past behind and leaving the future in the future. So root down into the surface below you, whether you're sitting down or standing up. If you're sitting on the chair, place your feet flat on the floor beneath you. Feel tree roots growing from the soles of your feet into the earth below you, connecting deeply to Mother Earth below you. And as you breathe in, the spine rises towards the sky. The crown point towards the sky. And as you breathe out, you relax, but you do not collapse. The spine remains rising towards the sky. It's almost like you're hanging from a silk thin thread from the heavens above. And as you breathe in, the stomach expands. You're breathing in through the nose into the stomach. And as you breathe out, the stomach contracts. And as you breathe in, it expands all the way around the sides, back, front. As you breathe out, it contracts. And 3 fingers below the navel and 3 fingers in, about 2 to 3 fingers below the navel. 3 fingers in, there's the center of you. It's got this energetic center as well, which is called the lower dantian. And as you breathe in, it expands. And as you breathe out, it contracts. Keep your presence in this point, watching it grow, expand and contract, and I will draw the hexagrams. How are the energies around us and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous way forward? Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, windward, mountain, lake. So we have sun below, wind or wood, and then see what we have without. So below is sort of within. So without, heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, windward, mountain, lake. So we have lake without. This one should actually be so lake above, wind. And then what is changing? And where are we more specifically in the process of this hexagram? Initial 6. So right at the beginning. So it's changing into Qian. 2. And hidden within is Qian. It's this initiating power. It's heaven above. Heaven below. So, Dui Sun 28. Dui Qian 43. And Qian Qian So initiating power from within, eliminating. That's what we're moving into. And 28. Is that returning? No, that's turning back. It's 24. Great exceeding. Which is dago. Metal. A lot of metal energy today, actually. Eliminating is metal and initiating is metal as well. Let me just double check that quickly. Yes, very metal. It's about cutting through the truth and cutting away what no longer serves. It's the main message of this reading is like metal. And metal is also related to the lungs and also about grief. And many times when we are changing direction in life, we have to leave the old behind, and that comes with a lot of grief as well. It's not always easy, like it's, you know, most often it's not very easy to leave what no longer serves, right? Because it's connected to a lot of emotions. So then we have to grieve. So we have been making lots of great steps and lots of changes and changing direction, but we must also allow this grief that comes with leaving the old behind. We must allow it to happen, but also transmute it into joy, to allow it to sort of listen to it and feel it. And if you need to cry, then cry, right? But then also say goodbye. You can even make a little ceremony where you are thanking what has been and then receiving what is to come. So great exceeding is speaking of taking extraordinary action. And if you look at the hexagram here, it's got 2 yin lines, one the bottom and the top one, and then 4 yang lines in the middle. And this is the opposite of nourishing, which is 4 yin lines and then 2 yang lines to support it. And this is what we've been guided to do for a long time now. Actually, we had a lot of earth energy coming in, and nourishment has come to us as well a lot, and it's been asking us to gather strength and nourish ourselves with wisdom and knowledge and good food, and strengthen our bodies, mind and spirit. Okay, and then we've come to this point now when we're being asked to take extraordinary action. And this is difficult many times, right? And then this is what I spoke about, like when we are leaving some old ways, we have to change. We know we have to change direction in life, and then we have to leave the old behind. And that could be patterns, or also could really be moving from a physical place to something else. You're changing jobs, or you're doing something really that is out of the ordinary, and this asking you to take extraordinary action. And this could come with great grief. So I remember when my son grew up, we were living in this apartment just in Stockholm, and that's the longest place I ever lived in. So that was for 14 years we lived in this place. And then he moved away from home to go and study. And it was only me in the apartment. And the only that kept me in this place was my son growing up. So, right, and I didn't particularly want to live there anymore. But actually, in the process of putting a flat on the market, even coming to that point, it was actually, I had a lot of grief because I had this connection with my son growing up there, and all the memories with that, right, which brought up a lot of grief, which really surprised me because I'd never really been connected to a place so much previously in my life. And that was because of the memories of my son, right, growing up there. And then I had to take extraordinary action just to actually place the apartment because I knew this was no longer for me. And this process, this has happened now. This is a couple of years ago, and I sold the apartment and everything's fine, right? But often when we have to leave something behind, and we have to leave it behind because it's no longer beneficial for us. We don't need it anymore, but it is often a lot of grief. And then we have to take this extraordinary action and not stay in this just because we have all this, attachment to it. So cutting away the attachment to things that no longer serves, allowing the grief that comes with that, and then moving through it. And that's extraordinary action. And this is what Great Exceeding is speaking about. And it's also speaking about balancing things out when we're doing this. So it's going to be a very sensitive time. So we've got to make sure that we are taking wise steps. We're looking at things, so we're not. So when we're moving through this, and that taking this time to grieve and taking this time to nourish ourselves as we are taking steps as well. So we're taking action steps and moving through this process, right? But we're also looking after ourselves so we don't break something within us. That's not the point in this. We don't want to hurt ourselves or anyone around us. So we're making a move, and then we are nourishing. We're making a move and then making sure that we're taking moves that are not causing damage. It's just leaving something old behind. So let's have a look at the commentary on this symbol. The lake rises over the tree. So we've got lake and wood, and this is talking about like a tree that's by a lake or by a river, right? It's got deep, deep roots into the ground, into the water, right? An image of the great exceeding. In correspondence with this, the superior person stands alone without fear and withdraws from the world with no depression. And this is speaking about being this tree who's getting nourishment by the deep root. This is you, right? This is who you should be. Making sure you're getting this nourishment from the deep root, from the nourishment from the ground below, but also the water to sustain yourself as well. And then, but the roots are deep and the tree is strong, rising up here, and you are this person. So the superior person stands alone without fear. This is, you're stepping into new territory now, and you're leaving the old behind. And then, and this could be a very lonely journey, but there is nothing to fear and there is no need to be depressed, okay? Just allow the grief to rise and then transmute that and see it for what it is. And thank what has been and what has sustained you in the past, but then let it go. And let it go, and then move forward into the new, because you do not want to remain in the past, because that's what it is. It's the past. It no longer serves you. It serves you well in the past, but no longer. Now it's this new direction that we need to go in. Okay, so let's look at the changing light, which is the initial 6. For a mat, use white kogon grasses, no fault. So this is speaking about when they used to go to the temple and to make offerings, and they didn't have any chairs or tables to put things on. They sat on the ground, right? So they would use mats of kogon grass, which is a certain grass, right, to put all the offering vessels on top of it. So even if they would fall, they wouldn't break. So with this, it's actually speaking about this again. It's look after yourself, right? Make sure nothing breaks within you. This is about leaving the past behind, but nourish yourself and know that the new steps you're taking in the new direction are the ones that are for you. It's for your future, right? It's for the present moment and for the future, and you're leaving the past behind. But nourish yourself, look after yourself, make sure that you're not being damaged by this, okay? And then allow the grief to move and then leave it behind, okay? So let's have a look. And then actually this what we're moving into is eliminating. And eliminating speaks for itself, really. It's that we are allowing. Here, when increase continues to excess, surely it will burst. Thus, after increasing, eliminating hesitation follows. So this is what we're being guided to do, okay? Step one, we have this initiating force within us, which is like we are creating something new. That is for sure, okay? So we're moving in a different direction. At the present, we're asking to cut away what is old, allow the grief to rise within us, and then transmute it into joy and thank the past for what it has been, okay? And then making sure during this journey that we are looking after ourselves. And then we are moving into this, that we are eliminating the hesitation of moving forward, because it comes with fear. Everything new comes with fear. We don't know what it is, but we're being asked to just eliminate that. There is no time to hesitate. Now it's time to move forward. It really is. Because here, the spark has been set. The seed has been set. It's time to move forward. So this is the reading for today. I hope it was of benefit, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day ahead.